Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet here. It's a basically a double starburst bracelet, and once you figure out how to do this, then you can do all different kinds of patterns like this. You can put a C on it for the Cleveland Indians, or even an O like this for Ohio State Buckeyes. Alright, so first things first, you need to do your perimeter like you would for a starburst. Sorry, I don't know how many rubber bands this takes because I'm just showing you how to do it. So you need 5 rows, and again you need to make sure your arrows are all pointing upward before you get started. If you can connect the backs of your looms together by taking apart the pieces, that'd probably be helpful. We'll get started just like you would on the regular starburst. You're going to start doing the perimeter first. So the 2 bottoms, and then here to here, and here to here, all the way across. And then you want to go ahead and you can put an extra 2 up the middle here, and then you're going to take your brown color, or this rust color here, all the way up, and then all the way up in the outside, but not up in the middle yet. That'll come last. So go up. Alright, and I'll finish this, and then we'll show you how to get the starbursts done. So this is what it should look like when you're done doing the perimeter so far. Again, you want to start at the bottom, go here to here, here to here, here to here, and then here to here. Go all the way up on the left side, and then 1 over, and then put 2 in here, 2 in here in the middle, and then go all the way up here on the right side, but then just stop at the top. Don't go over just yet. So now we're going to get started doing the middle colors. So when you're doing the middle line, I don't know if you can see on this one, but you can basically count all the way up how you're going to alternate the colors. I like to do 1 starburst in the perimeter color at the bottom, and then another color here, a middle color here with a little design in the middle, or you can just have this all solid here, and then your other 2 starbursts on the other side. So you can keep your bracelet out and use it as a guide. I am going to do yellow next, so I'll put on 1 yellow here in the middle, and then I'm going to go 2 of this greenish aqua color, and then I'm going to do 1 red, 2 green, again just repeating the pattern. I guess these are kind of Rasta colors, and then the 2, finishing off with the 2 brown, and now at the top I'm going to go from here to here like I would on a regular perimeter, and then I'm going to go from here to here, and then finish it off from here to here. So when it's done, it'll look like this. So you can see that. Now we're going to start making the starbursts. So the first starburst is in your perimeter color. Again, for the starburst, you always start here in the middle and then go out to the upper right pin, and then move around clockwise. So we'll do that for this one. Go around. And again, we're always starting on the left side of the double here. Yikes. Okay. Now the next one is going to be the yellow color. So again, starting in the middle, going to the upper right, around clockwise. And the next one is going to be green. I think I might just, well, I guess I will do the accent color, sorry. So if you want to have this little X thing in the middle, your first one on your next Starburst is going to be whatever the color is of your little X in the middle. And then the rest all the way around is going to be green. And then the next one is going to start out with a green, and then your next one is going to be red. So you can see here that you're already kind of making your X, or at least half of your X. I don't know if that's the same color. I guess it is. It's too loose. And make sure that you're pushing these down as you go along so that when you go to pick them, you can actually see what you're doing. And now we're going to go back to the yellow. And finally end up again with your leathery tanny color. All right. Basically, this side we're going to do exactly what we did. Well, we're going to do a mirror image on this side of this side. So your red one this time is going to be here and then here. So I'll show you what that looks like when we're all done, once I've got it all colored in. But it's basically, again, you're going to start from here to here, go around clockwise, and work your way up. So this is what your loom should look like when you're done putting on all the starbursts. And don't forget, before you start looming, you need to make sure that at the top pins, at the center of each starburst, and then at the top two pins, you need to double over a rubber band on your finger and then stick it right around the center of this pin. So I don't know if you can see that there's a doubled over rubber band here on this pin. So you need to have one on the top two and then on the middle of each starburst. And you just keep, the doubled over rubber band should always be whatever color is, whatever the color is of the starburst. So this one is predominantly green, so I used green. So now we're going to start looming. So you grab your trusty looming tool and turn your loom around so that you're down here at the bottom. And now you're just going to loom it like a starburst. So you're going to pull away that, or push away those top two rubber bands. You're going to pick up the rubber band on top, which is the center guy, and loom back up to the center here. Sorry that you all have to look at my nasty thumb cut. And then you're going to start. You're going to go down in the center of the pin here. Pick up the top rubber band, which is this guy over here, and stick it over here. Go back in through the center again. Pick up the next guy and go this way. So now when you loom it, you always pick up the rubber band on top, and you're going to go around counterclockwise. So up to the top here, and then over to this guy, and then there. And then you're going to pick up the one that's here on the top, bring him up to the center, and go again down through the center, out that way. Again, pick up the next guy and just go all the way around. So again, every starburst you're going to pick up the one in the middle first, go up to the middle, and then loom your way around counterclockwise. Do that all the way up on this side, and then I'll show you what to do with the next step. Okay, so now I've just loomed all the starbursts only on the left hand side, so you can see that those have all been loomed. And then what I'm going to do is come back down to the bottom, and now all I'm going to do is loom the perimeter on this side and then this one. So again, I'm going to take it down through the center here, pull away the two, grab the top guy and loom him over this way. And then push everything aside here, pick up the one on the bottom, bring it forward, do that all the way up here, making sure that I've gotten all the rubber bands. So I'm going to go all the way up. All the way up. Oops. And once you get to the top, loom this last guy, and then you can go ahead and take this guy over. And now we're going to come down back to the bottom, and we're just going to loom this one over here. And now we're going to start to do all the starbursts on this side. So just like you did on the other side, start at the bottom, bring this guy forward, and then start looming all your starbursts around. So do that on this side all the way up, and then I'll show you how to finish up doing the perimeters. Okay, so now we've got all the starbursts done on this side loomed, and again, then for the perimeter we loomed from here to here and then all the way up and just from here to here, and then we loomed this guy that was connecting these two pins, and then we loomed all these starbursts, and now I'm going to show you how to finish off doing the perimeter. So now we need to do the center first, these center pins. So kind of just pretend that this right side here is its own single starburst, I guess. So loom that guy over there, and now we're just going to loom all the way up. So there's a lot of rubber bands, a lot of rubber band action going on here. So pick up the one on the bottom, bring it forward. Just make sure that you're picking up the one on the bottom and that you've connected it with all the rubber bands. Now that we're at the top, we still haven't loomed this guy from here to here, so we're going to do that first. So go down through the pin and make sure you pick up this rubber band that's connecting these two and go from the center up here, and now you can pick up the one on this side and loom them over there. We're going to go back down to the bottom and loom the right perimeter, and we'll go all the way up quickly. So now the last one we do is from here to here, and now it's going to be really helpful if you have two looming tools for this next part. So you'll need your looming tools and handy C-clip, which I have many. sorry. Got a C-clip. We got a bunch of these guys again. More of our leathery tan rubber band. So with one of your looming tools, you're going to want to go back through the center of your top pin. Make sure that you're taking that looming tool all the way down. You went through all of your rubber bands. You're going to, just like you would a regular Starburst, hook a rubber band onto the end of the looming tool, like that, and then pull it back up through the middle of the pin, and then just put it around again and just secure the guy like that. Do the same thing on this top pin. Again, going through the middle, making sure that you've gone through all the rubber bands, hook the rubber band on the end of the hook, loop it back through, stick it on, push it up so those rubber bands aren't going anywhere. Now is the fun part of pulling it off. So just make sure that you're holding your the two looming tools together, and you also might want to just, you know, stick your fingers on the rubber bands, make sure they don't fall off. So now we're just going to pull it off. Be very careful that, because there's a lot of rubber bands on here and you don't want them to break. So just gently, I kind of pull up as I'm going down, and you can see the thing kind of taking shape. And almost done. Alright, so we've pulled it off, but we're still not done. So we need to turn our loom around again because we need to finish it off. So make sure you just keep the bracelet on your tools here. That's the easiest thing to do. Start putting bands on at the bottom. I usually do 8 or 9. Just so it's comfortably big enough to go around. Usually an adult's wrist, because I think that adults might like this style a little more than kids. So flip it around again, and now very carefully take it off of the looming tool and take that rubber band that was around the looming tool, stick it around this bottom pin here. Same thing with this guy, stick your finger inside so that it doesn't come apart. And put that guy on there too. What I find helpful is to just kind of pull on it a little bit when you start looming, because you're just going to do it like you would a single rubber band bracelet. And then just start looming up all the way. There we go. You can listen to your husband pouring a bottle of wine in the background. Take your handy C-clip, go ahead and pop that sucker on your top rubber band so that nothing comes off, and pull these guys off. And then you've got your two places to hook your C-clip up on the other side. So there's a whole lot of action going on the C-clip, but it won't come apart. So hook it there, and then hook it there, and there you go. There you have it. The double Starburst X in the middle, whatever you want to call it. Gen Cool Special. Good enough for grown-ups and kids alike. So there you go. Happy looming, folks.